Good morning, New York. Welcome to ALTO TRIBECA. Come on in for a tour. Give me 1 second. My name's Daniela Savoki.
Hi, I'm Nicole.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Savoki. Sarah Savoki.
My name is Sandra Savoki.
Guido Savoki.
And we're the Savoki family.
We were looking to create like a speakeasy type of vibe. So we wanted to do like a flower shop where you could actually buy actual flowers in the front and then, flowers in the back. So that's the kind of vibe we're going for.
The driving force behind this was my brother Andre. When California went legal, wanted to move out to California to open a dispensary. Went as far as my mom and him went out there together. He was young, he was like 22, 23 years old. Even younger than that, I think. Went out there, just to scope it out, and my mom was like, this is just not reasonable. You have no family out there, you have nothing out there, it'd be really difficult to, try to get into that. So lo and behold, fast forward to 2022.
It became legal in New York. I just happened to be driving to work and I was listening to the radio, as I always do, 1010 religiously, traffic, weather, news, and I heard that it had become legal and I heard that the state was taking applications. So I immediately called my son. I said, this is what you've always wanted to do. This is your opportunity.
We applied, we got our license.
And he took it and ran. It was formerly a dive bar that had closed down after the pandemic. It was a disaster. It was such a disaster. 1 million bras hanging from the pipes. It was unbelievable. They had left in a hurry, so they left cans of beers, bottles of beers, liquor. We had to open all of them. 100 bottles of beer on the wall. This was 1,000 bottles of beer. We had to open them, empty them, take them to be recycled. The debris, the graffiti on the walls. It was quite an ordeal. So while we were waiting during the injunction, that's what we did most of the time, was come here and clean, clean, clean.
It happened I started in the early 90s, selling it. The business was fantastic, making good money. So I couldn't stop.
Can I ask how much per se, you're bringing in a year just from selling cannabis? Ballpark?
Quite a bit. Let's keep it at that. It was very, very good.
How did you find out about selling?
There was a place in back of my business. There was a bar. They used to sell there, but I said I could do better than that. That's how I started, and I sure did. My shop was in Jamaica, Queens, South Jamaica, she said. A neighborhood full of Jamaicans, very close with them. They used to, whatever you need, they'll give you. You don't have to pay ahead, they'll let you sell it, and then you pay them.
Never tried it once?
No, I never. Even today, doesn't do nothing for me. Anything I did, I told you the other day, is for money. No, not for fun. What the fuck is fun? Okay?
Did you ever fear getting caught up to that point?
I didn't think that far. You only worry about making money. That's it. In 88 to 98 until they got me. And they shut down my place, the business that I had. They shut it down. The cop came in. They took, it wasn't much out in there, maybe a pound, few $1,000. And they just shut me down, padlocked me. Oh yeah, we had to go to court a few times. First was you had to deal with the city, and then a year or 2 years after, the federal government came after me. They said that I didn't pay taxes. That was bullshit that they just made up. But I got, they didn't charge me nothing for that. But it cost a lot. They took away the building where the place was, and then I had to buy it back from them. As I told you before, I know I was doing something that I wasn't supposed to, but I was wrong. I know I was wrong, but you know what? Sometimes you do things that are necessary because you have to, a family to take care. You always try to make more. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. At the end, it doesn't pay. My kids were small. They went to school, and then I'm sure the friends pick on them and say shit. The way kids are.
I want to know what was your when you.
Okay, I literally came home either from soccer practice, it was over the summer, or I was in summer school that year, I don't remember. I got home, my mom's gray, and sitting there, gray, the color gray. And I'm like, what is going on? She's like, brother was arrested. I was like, for fucking what? She's like, I don't know. So there was a raid at the store where he was selling. So it was a deli grocery store. It wasn't like he was just selling he driving around or anything like that. So he was selling it at the store. Someone tipped off the cops, and here we are. So he gets arrested for it, and he was doing it for a really long time, and my mom apparently did not even know about it. For 10 years he was doing this. And I'm like, how do you not know? But apparently she didn't. So yeah. And then she was freaking out, and then eventually my dad called, and I was like, how long? I asked him point blank. He's 10 years. He tells me over the phone while he's at Rikers.
My kids in my school, they weren't allowed to hang out with me afterwards.
Yeah.
Cookie kids.
Yeah.
They're
bad kids.
Guido's kids, basically.
At least just one thing, out of something bad, this came along. I think was, and the kids liked it. They were working together, which is something nice. And it's a family business. People don't think that it's legal, but who are we to say that?
Right. If you can have a glass of wine at night, why should it be federally illegal to partake in marijuana?
Thanks for coming.